from coconut oil, baking soda, corn flour and eucalyptus oil, which is more effective than anything in the shops. Her key to success is listening with the heart, deep listening with the intention to connect. So let's all both connect and listen to Divya while she presents.
I want to begin by asking you a question. Who do you think you are? Your answer will both limit you and liberate you. Because underneath that question, this question of identity is the key to every problem that we might be experiencing, every desire that we have. It will somehow be linked to how you will answer that question. Earlier this week, I was at a funeral for a 17-year-old boy who hung himself. And the hundreds of people in the room would have had a very different answer to that question than he. They could see in him limitless potential, but he couldn't see himself that way. At Intrinsic Brilliance Institute, our methodology is based on the neurological levels of change. And so what this means, it's basically a fancy way of saying, when we have a problem, there are lots of different ways we can approach that problem. We can address it from an environmental perspective, changing what's going on external to us, our behaviors, like Laura talked about, capabilities, beliefs. At the Institute, our attention is at the top of the pyramid. How are you being in this moment that's giving rise to whatever it is you're experiencing? Our approach to transformation is holistic. When we say being, what we're talking about is the intersection of mind, body, and spirit. So up to 98% of what we do is unconsciously motivated. These are drivers that we're not even aware of. And so a way to differentiate, for those of you who don't quite know what I mean when I say conscious or unconscious, think of your conscious mind like the car, the vehicle that will get you from point A to point B, right? It's content, it's what, you'll give it a goal, you'll tell it where to go. The driver is the unconscious. The how, the process is. Who do you think it's more important to give directions to? I've come to discover that the depths of our ability to create change lie here in this space, the richness of the unconscious. And as Laura spoke of in her presentation, I spent a lot of years snorkeling as well on the surface, and I no longer find it as fulfilling as deep diving. Deep diving is where the magic is. Because when we identify with something that is transient, say for example, a business owner whose business isn't doing that well, or a mom who's a stay-at-home mom whose children have left the house. If that is on our identity level, and that isn't current for us anymore, there'll need to be some reevaluation and recalibration that has to take place. That's the work that I do. So I want to talk about my ideal referrals. I paint a picture for you. When I say visionary entrepreneurs, I am looking for somebody that they probably didn't do very well in school. They were kind of disengaged, and unlikely they went to uni. They started business pretty young, in their early 20s, and they've had a series of successful businesses. Right now, in this moment, business isn't thriving for them. They're a little bit stuck in a rut, feeling more friction than they are flow. They are rule breakers, and they want to leave their mark on the world. They're not in crisis. If they were in crisis and having a stress response, it's a totally different experience. That's more snorkeling. They're beyond that place. They're at a place where they're wanting to figure out, how can I really make my mark on the world and create an experience beyond just providing for my family? What's the legacy I want to leave behind? those are the people that I love serving, and I get extraordinary results with them from their businesses. The smallest result I've had is a business quadrupling, and to in richness in relationships, because of the attention on the level of being. It doesn't matter. People will come to me with one issue and find that they're getting results in a totally different area of life. Their relationships are enriched, or their health is enriched, because it flows on to every other aspect. I also really love serving other coaches and facilitators who are at that place where they really want to explore the ocean floor and deeply experience the fullness of themselves, explore the truth of who they are. And this year in particular, I'm doing a lot more community talks and trainings on mindset matters. How can we optimize our life experiences, and how do we come to know ourselves even more fully so that we can leave the contribution that we're here to leave. So thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. Okay,